I had gone to Washington, D.C. to the first large national protest against the war in Vietnam. There were 2 busloads, charter buses from Iowa, mostly college students from Grinnell and Ames and Iowa City, but also just ordinary citizens. My mother was going, and Chris Eckhardt's mother also went on that bus ride, and I asked if I could go too, and I got permission. So I went to Washington, D.C. to participate in that large demonstration. And on the way back from that demonstration, there was a discussion on the bus about what we might do to continue to express our concern about the Vietnam War and what was going on there. And one of the men on the bus, his name was Herbert Hoover. He was a Quaker from Des Moines. And he had heard that people were going to wear armbands to protest the war, to continue to protest. And so our bus decided that that was a good idea. And at the next rest stop where the 2 buses got together, we passed that idea on to the other bus. And everybody pretty much thought it was a good idea. So on the bus trip, there were 4 members of the what was called the Liberal Religious Youth. That was the Unitarian youth group. And there were 4 of us that belonged to that youth group. And we took that idea to the youth group, and basically the whole youth group thought it was a good idea. So we had all planned to wear armbands. And then one of our members, Ross Peterson, wrote an article for the Roosevelt newspaper, the school newspaper, explaining what we were going to do. And when the faculty advisor saw his story, it was taken to the principal, and the principal got a hold of the other principals in Des Moines, and they had a meeting, and they decided not to permit the wearing of armbands. And so we, the first day, I'm somewhat embarrassed. I was delivering newspapers. I delivered the Des Moines Register early in the morning, and at that point we knew that the armbands were going to be a problem. And I had taken nonviolence training as part of the civil rights movement when I was just a young kid, and actually earlier that summer I had participated in some also. And it had been stressed the importance of cohesion of the group and being prepared for what you were expecting to encounter. And so I thought, well, we really hadn't had a meeting of the people planning to wear the armbands since we found out that they had been prohibited. And so I thought we should call it off a day until we had a chance to talk together. Well, when I got home, Mary Beth had already gone to school. So anyway, I got a hold of the other people on the telephone, and I called Chris Eckhardt, and Chris said, "I don't care, I'm going to wear it anyway." And he went off to school, but several of the others agreed to wait. And so when Mary Beth and Chris then were kicked out of school that first day, we students met in the afternoon at Chris Eckhardt's house, and we tried to call the president of the Des Moines School Board. I'm sorry, the president of the school board, that's correct. And he said that he didn't want to talk to us, that we should wait until the school board meeting in January. And one of the reasons we had announced that we would be wearing the armbands was 2 reasons. One, to mourn the deaths on both sides of the conflict, and the other reason was to support Robert Kennedy's call for a Christmas truce. And so by putting us off until after Christmas, we were going to miss that purpose. And so the rest of us then decided that we would go ahead and wear the armbands. And so we got suspended, the rest of us got suspended the next day. And that's why it happened and how it happened.